And we're
Welcome
back.
Yes.
I said it first.
Hello.
You said it. I apologize. Please forgive me, sir.
I said it first. We're back from our break.
Yeah, we have coffee now.
Some people might have downtime actions still that they want to do. But before they do that,
Uh-oh.
what are we going to be doing later in the evening? And by that I mean, what kind of score are you guys planning?
We have to murder all the Red Sashes, right?
Well, the only good Red Sash is a dead Red
Sash.
Sash, so yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of something that probably needs to happen.
Did you have any ideas about how to go about that? Would anyone...
I could always, trail them to some safe houses and whatnot.
Actually,
I think you actually...
The leader of the Red Sashes died, right?
I actually know where one of their safe houses is.
Did she have her own residence, or is she staying at wherever the gang stays?
So the gang is a gang, and so it has many different properties. Just like you guys, you've got, a bunch of different stuff. So you don't know, specifically her house or something, but they also, the Red Sashes were known as a fencing, or not a fencing, but a fighting school.
Right.
There's your fight club.
So they had an academy, essentially, which is their nice building. So odds are pretty good that if she was hanging out in one of their buildings, it would be that one, because it is a nice building with, dormitories and things for students to stay at.
Cobra Kai karate?
It's actually they got their sashes, they gotta learn how to fight with those things. You don't just...
They're not just for show.
They're not just for show.
Wow.
I mean, they're kind of for show, but
But not just for show.
Not just for show.
They gotta, roll them up and snap them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's the hazing rituals. Absolutely. I mean, they do that.
Right.
I have a great idea. A little revenge thing.
Okay.
I need to get some bleach. Hydrogen peroxide.
That shouldn't be a problem.
And then, when we start killing them, just start dropping all of their red sashes in bleach.
Yeah, I'm sure that would offend them.
We are going to bleed them dry. Even though they're 2 sizes bigger than us.
One. Yeah. They're just one bigger than us now.
Well,
we've also got to
two.
Pick out the person.
They're a tier 2. We're still tier 1.
I was thinking with the at war thing, but yeah.
But we're still 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it, Danny?
And it hits them too. So if they're not too strong,
it does.
then they drop 2.
We've got to pick out whoever we're going to set up for our to reduce our wanted.
The Red Sashes?
We need to do that too. Yes. But that seems it seems convenient to just do the Red Sashes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, I
do
want to
who are we going to set up within the Red Sashes?
Yes.
Jim,
the people we kill at one of their safe houses?
You have betrayed us all.
How so?
You're not wearing red.
I'm not wearing red either.
You're the game master. You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
You don't got your colors.
First of all,
there was a dress code.
Graviel's colors are obviously gray or black. So
Baker, high five.
Yeah. Or is it white? I mean, I don't know. So, all right. You guys are discussing your next move when all of a sudden there is screaming and shouting and a tussling coming from the front of the bakery.
Well, I'll go see.
Are there any voices I recognize?
You recognize one of the baker's voices?
Okay. What's it saying?
Hey, get out of here.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not the cops then.
You recognize one of the Silvernails, perhaps? Their harsh Akarosi accents?
All right. Yeah, grab my gun.
Yep.
Are they pilfering pastries?
And peek up front. And then shoot their shoplifters. The hell? No.
You don't steal from a bakery. Come on. So it appears that there are some Red Sashes outside.
Well, it's gonna be like that.
They came to your house.
Those bastards. They moved on us before we could move on them.
I told you.
Totally unfair.
I told you we should just.
All right.
Just.
Kill them first.
Okay.
Well, we need the opportunity.
Yeah. So I mean, they came in, roughed up the store a little bit. It looks like. I mean, there's baked goods strewn around the room.
Okay.
The Silvernails pushed them out into the street, and there is now, fighting out in the street.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Well, I'm gonna go put an end to that.
Right. I'm gonna walk out there.
Okay.
With our
If
Silvernail.
I put an end to it, I mean, put an end to the Red Sashes.
Okay. So it looks like there's about four of the Red Sashes out there.
Okay.
They're holding their own against the Silvernails. The Silvernails are a higher tier than them.
Right.
And so they are losing, but they're holding their own. I mean,
not for long.
And they see you two come out, and a couple of them try to start breaking away, from the Silvernails to get at you.
Sure.
Sort of, not circle around, but move through the fray to get to you. Edlund and Timothy, what are you guys doing?
I'm looking for a place where I can, jab my knee into a unsuspecting back or something like that. And
okay.
Well, I grab my bandolier and don't go out the front door.
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm going to the same place. I'm just taking one of the, sewer
side
entrances.
exits.
An alternate route.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I want to come up behind them.
Okay. So the two of you out front.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
Well, I pull out
Also,
my
can
rope.
I just say that this is very convenient because this is how my Skype windows are arrayed. It's like the two of you are over here, and then the two of you go the other.
Well, I will pull out the rope with this beautiful new red sash laced into it.
And
I will perpetrate physical violence upon them.
I like it.
Commence to perpetrating.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but with pistols instead of a rope.
Sure.
I'm gonna aim for a kneecap.
Okay. So Jim, would you like to make a roll?
I sure would.
Now, we've got the Silvernails involved too.
Okay.
So
how's that gonna work?
Well, I was gonna say it sort of depends on which one of you wants to control them. They would basically just add their dice to one of you guys's, or actually, you know what? You could do a group action with everybody involved.
We could.
Two, actually.
I'd be fine with that.
I'd be fine with that too.
Okay, so which one of you wants to lead?
What's your skirmish, Shane?
2.
Mine's a 3.
It doesn't actually matter what your skirmish is. It's just, can you take the stress when other people fail?
No, it does, because then the person with the lowest skirmish should do it, because the other people are likely to succeed and not give them extra stress.
So who has the stress to take it? What's your stress at?
That's the other consideration.
I have 4 stress.
Okay, we're at the same.
Early. All right. So
I'll lead.
I don't mind leading. Okay. Sweet.
Okay.
I will go ahead and roll in.
What are we at?
Well, let's see. It's going to be...
We do outnumber them.
You do outnumber them, and they started the fight, but you weren't surprised or anything. So you can definitely get a good position. So I would think probably standard.
We have fine weapons as well.
Yes, but they are higher tier than you, so that balances out.
I wasn't sure if
Yeah,
part of the fact that we outnumber them, and the silver nails are higher tier.
Yeah, let's go risky standard, I think.
Okay.
And you can change that to desperate if you like to get great. But since it's a group action, you sort of all have to do with that.
6.
Okay.
Boom.
6. Boom.
Okay. Does somebody want to roll the silver nails?
What would they be?
Well, they're tier 3, so you can't actually hit your tier.
That's okay, I got it. I'll just roll my skirmish for them.
You can do fortune.
Or skirmish. A 6. Wow.
It's the same number of dice, so.
All of us rolled the 6s.
Yeah, it's a shame that you don't have the ability that lets you combine 6s to get crit.
That's the next one I wanted to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, you succeeded.
Very hard.
Standard. So... let me look at this. Yeah. Okay. So you guys come out swinging. Hamish immediately attracts a lot of their attention because he's got the sash there, and
sure.
So that allows Vaughn to pick some off because they're not paying attention, because they're paying attention to Hamish, and of course the Silver Nails are they're a military mercenary company, so they formed a phalanx in front of the door and have sort of trying to push out.
They made a shield wall.
Right. Basically. So you are, pushing them back, and they don't seem to be getting through and harming you guys, although they do, cut down some silver nails. The other two of you, you're going out the side door to come around the side.
So I'll make sure I go out of my way to hurt them, like not necessarily kill them, but really injure.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Like debilitating, awful things.
Okay. You two going out the side.
Like to make a point.
Yes. You go out the side and run right into some Red Sashes.
Figured as much.
Oh my!
Who are trying to come in. You swing open the door and, rush out right into their waiting arms. What are you guys going to do?
Close the door. No, yeah, I got nothing. I talk fast.
Hey guys,
what's going on?
I kind of smile and hope that that Timothy will take up on this, because I kind of look at them.
Well, thank God you're here. They were making us do terrible things.
Fuck.
Your boss is dead.
Who's in charge now? I'm asking them.
Well, no, your boss is dead. Which one of you want to start a nice rival school?
Try to sow sedition.
Huh.
That's a good idea.
So what are you trying to accomplish with this?
Maybe one of them turn on the other ones.
Okay.
Now,
Or maybe this entire group will turn on that group out there.
I am not a talker. I am just trying to say something to get Timothy to burn them, to turn them.
So that sounds like sway.
That is an excellent idea.
Yeah, I have consort.
Group action?
You could do group action, or you could do, you could just help the other one.
Which you want to do?
I have absolutely no ability in sway.
I will handle the sway part, or try to.
So you could help.
So I will help.
Edlund.
Give me the basic idea.
Okay.
Elbow in the ribs. Hey, you should.
Right.
So this is going to be desperate.
Ooh, you get experience. Yay!
Hooray!
And then it's going to be the other thing that I forgot the word for. Limited.
Nice. Nice.
Desperate limited. Because they're members of a fighting school. So they have a certain esprit de corps. And you've killed their leader. So they're not happy. Not necessarily willing to change sides and betray each other. Now, maybe in a few months after they've gotten rid of you, there might be some internal schisms, but for right now, they're pretty single purpose. So it's going to be a tough sell.
Would some of these fabulous coins help?
They might. They might. I mean, you can always make the roll and see. It's not an impossible sell. It's just a tough sell.
Okay. Desperate and limited?
Yes.
Okay.
And Edlin, you were tossing in dice. Is that right? You were helping?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to try to help.
Okay. So that's one stress off for you. And then Timothy gets an extra bonus die.
Got a 5.
You did.
Was that with your bonus die?
That's with my bonus die.
Okay.
It was limited success. So you succeeded.
Yeah, you succeeded. One of them definitely hesitates and is thinking, wait a minute.
This is my chance.
I want to kill these guys, but if this other guy that's with me happens to die, however, they are both pretty, committed at this point. And again, like I was saying, their leader was dead, so they're full of the white hot rage.
There's only 2 of them?
Actually, there's probably 4 of them, but
okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So they will actually end up wounding the 2 of you because they are going for murder, not talking.
Yeah.
The time.
Did you have a taser or something?
I do.
The time for talking is done.
Mm-hmm.
The time for murder is now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to use about now, Chris.
Yes.
Also, guys, don't forget you bought the defenses for your headquarters.
Yeah, how does that work?
So it's mostly description and stuff, but you could lead them into the bakery and, have your murder traps kill them.
That works too. Yeah. We're going to bake them into pies.
Make them into pies, right?
Yeah, we have fresh mincemeat.
Yeah. So yes, you two, both of you, take a level 2 wound. And I would actually just say wounded.
You can resist.
And you can resist if you like.
Sure.
I generally recommend it.
If
I
you
am
would
going to
like.
try to resist.
Okay. And don't forget. Oh, also, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're at your house, so your load can pretty much be whatever you want it to be. But don't forget, you do have the option of armor and that sort of stuff too.
You do.
So,
Okay.
if you need it,
I think I'll probably need it.
you might need it.
Well, how do you
So,
resist?
yeah.
Okay, so how
you-
do I...
To resist, you roll the attribute, and I believe it is prowess in this case.
Yes.
Yes, because it is a physical attack. So you just click on prowess. Look at all those 4s.
That's a
Wow.
lot of 4s.
There's a 6.
Very nice. A 6. So you take 6 stress minus your highest die,
Okay.
and that reduces the wound to level 1.
Wait, do I get a clear stress too?
Did you crit?
Well, yeah, what is crit?
Crit is when you get 2 6s.
Oh, no. But
Yeah, you didn't crit, but you just didn't take any stress.
Okay.
Yeah, so you then take a level 1 wound, and if you use your armor at this point, you could drop it down to nothing, but that's up to you.
I'm going to use my armor at this point.
Okay. So just check off the armor box, and then you'll reduce it to nothing.
Cool.
And you took your 2 stress there, Timothy?
Nope, I did not. Let me add those. Now I did.
Neat. So, out front,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
the silver nails are, pushing forward, trying to push forward. My hands are below the camera. Pushing forward. Trying to get the red sashes off them, but the red sashes are wily and acrobatic. So they're using their sashes like tie up the silver nails, like get their weapons or their arms tied up, and like pulling them out of formation, and then trying to wiggle through and get to you guys. And one of them attempts an acrobatic leap at one point.
Right, well,
So what you gonna do?
As I recently discovered, my pistols have 2 shots each. I'm going to continue to shoot them.
Okay. Yeah, and there's a fair number of red sashes out here. You'd actually say that there's more down the street
Okay.
that you see that are coming. They're coming out of some of the side streets, to join the fight.
How many are here? What did we say?
It's about 4 is like what's here currently, but there are more coming.
Okay.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Mark, I'm going to, in order to free up this line of silver nails, I'm going to activate Not to be Trifled with, and I'm going to engage all 4 of these at once.
Because you treat yourself like a small gang.
Because I'll
Yeah.
treat myself like a small gang.
Yep. Okay.
Nice.
I just push past the silver nails and wade in with the rope.
Okay.
And the weights.
Okay. So, normally that would probably be desperate limited, but you're treating yourself as a small gang, so it'll be not controlled. It'll be risky. Standard.
Risky standard. All right.
And you can change that to Desperate Great if you want.
Where do I put the experience if I roll that?
You put it in the attribute that
whatever
you're
skill
rolling.
whatever skill you're using, you put it in that attribute.
Meh, I'm fine. Although I do get a great result if I do that, don't I?
You do.
Sure.
It's just that the ramifications are worse if you fail.
Sure. Desperate. Great. Let's see how I do.
Yes, let's.
Yeah, 4.
Okay. And do you want to roll the silver nails with that too, just because it makes more sense that they would be assisting you than the person who's standing behind with a ranged weapon?
Well, my point was to free them up.
Mm-hmm.
So that
they could also attack?
So that they could deal with the ones that were coming.
Oh, okay.
The additional people.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm also going to start shooting the people that are coming.
Okay.
So I got a great success.
Well, you got a regular success.
No, but the effect is great.
Oh, you did go with Desperate Great?
Yeah, I did with Desperate Great.
Oh, okay.
It says there, doesn't it? Desperate Great, yeah, on the roll.
Okay. 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 So yes, you engage the 4. You just barrel right through the silver nails, grab one of the guys, bash him into one of the others. A couple of them get tangled up.
You went full soccer hooligan.
Right,
Yeah.
I have my rope around 2 of their necks, like...
Yeah, and you just got in too close, so they can't really get their swords.
Right.
Great. However, there are, a lot of them surrounding you at this point.
That's why I used not to be trifled with.
Right. So you are actually going to take a level 3 wound.
No, I succeeded?
Yes, but you succeeded
You succeeded with a 4. So
you succeeded at cost, and you made it a desperate, which means that it's severe harm that comes your way.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
the only way to
also
succeed
did
without
great.
consequences is to roll a 6.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Now, you did great, so you are eliminating the Red Sashes at the same time.
Okay.
But
All right.
you are going to take wounds in the exchange.
Well, I would like to resist that.
Absolutely.
What do I roll?
Just
Here.
roll your prowess. Just click on the prowess.
Okay. A 6.
Very nice. So you take no stress and you reduce it down to level 2.
And I will use my Battleborn to reduce it down to a 1.
Okay.
I may expend my special armor to reduce harm from a attack, and then I'll use my armor to make it nothing.
Okay.
Ha ha! I'm a monster.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, Vaughn, do you want to kick in there?
No, I just go back inside. I'm clearly not needed here.
No, I mean you are needed. There's the ones coming from the side. That's the ones you're dealing with, right?
Oh, okay. Yes, those are the ones I shoot.
That's why I freed the silver nails up.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I will take shots at the ones that are coming in from the sides.
Okay.
And you can use the silver nails.
Yeah, you could.
For them.
All right, so what are we? Position risky?
Yeah, it's risky and it's going to be standard.
Okay.
Bam.
Nice.
And then the silver nails.
Yeah, and you're basically leading them, so if they fail, you will take stress. But
okay. I'm just going to roll this again.
Yeah.
Because they're the same dice as me.
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, they did better than you. Nice.
Sweet.
So they're actually able to keep the Red Sashes off of you.
Nice.
That's why we hired him.
Yep. Yeah, you're definitely, you're shooting at them, but they're coming from multiple angles, and so one of them, did a death-defying cool leap and then got speared.
Okay. I'll spit in his face if I'm close enough to do so.
Yeah, you probably could. I mean, not that he's conscious to appreciate
Nope.
it, but you know.
Nope.
Mhm.
But if one is friends to see.
Right. So yeah, you managed to keep them off. Hamish has dealt with the main crowd of them that were coming, but there are still more coming.
Okay.
And you hear like breaking glass from the building that is behind you.
Back inside.
That would be the bakery.
So are the ones from the side totally dealt with?
No, there's more coming, but like the the ones that were going to immediately be in the fight, they are not there. They've been eliminated. But there are still coming, from down the street or
Sure.
jumping out of different alleys. So you two guys on the side,
Yes.
your clever ploy to recruit them has failed,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they are attacking you.
Lead them into the traps.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna withdraw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's your guys' option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you going to try to like bar the door behind you,
No.
or just get inside, or?
Just get inside.
Okay. So let's see if you can do that, actually.
The security is supposed to like work on its own, right? Like we don't need to be there for it to work.
Right. I mean,
Okay.
it's... In fact, I don't even remember how it's worded exactly, but I think it's just that you have...
Some nice
Like
auto guns
security.
drop out of the ceiling, and
Right. Yeah. Okay. And I'm assuming that you guys don't have the Libertines here, but
No.
No, this isn't really their
yeah, I mean,
sort of thing,
they wouldn't hang out in a bakery. They would wait
No.
for you to bring baked goods to them,
right?
which of course you do.
No, right.
We spoil our little socialites.
Free bread.
fresh baked bread.
I don't know that bread is spoiling people, but
Well, it is. The way we make it. Bread spoiling me.
Mm-hmm.
oh.
Fresh baked bread, goat butter.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Sounds like if you're trying to get back in the building, and I mean, you need to get away from the Red Sashes, far enough away so that your traps will get them,
Mhm.
and you won't be in the traps. So I'm thinking skirmish.
Okay.
Go combat incompetence.
That's
Hooray!
right. And it'll be controlled. No, not controlled. Why do I keep saying that? I'm still thinking it's downtime.
Well, it is.
Your downtime's technically over because you only had one, but it's it's free form. So it would be risky.
I was gonna take another downtime action, and then combat started.
You can take another downtime action once the combat's over. It's not like
What's the effect?
it will be. Standard, I think.
Now, keep in mind, we all have fine weapons.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do fine weapons do?
Well,
They make it so
would
we don't
boost
suck against tier 2 people.
They would boost up your results.
How do I add fine weapons to my results?
Well, it doesn't really count because their
Okay.
tier basically counteracts it, essentially.
I got you.
So our
You
fine weapons are the only reason you're rolling standard.
Yeah, honestly, it would be limited against them normally.
Okay.
But yeah, you do have cool weapons. Edlin, were you going to roll?
I did.
do not see it. I see Timothy.
That is weird. Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Still weird.
All it says is you might roll your crew's tier if these measures are ever put to the test to see how well they thwart an intruder.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. It was Tyr. Oh, Edlund. That is not a good roll, sir. It might be time to pull out the taser of doom.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had that.
Mm-hmm. No, see, I wanted to get him into the sewers to use it.
Sure. Okay, so Timothy, you rolled better. So you actually do manage to get inside, and you end up sort of behind Edlund. There's a red sash still like on you, attacking you, like advancing on you, but you do manage to get Edlund between you and him.
Oh,
Edlund,
sorry about that.
Edlund, there's an extra red sash who's on you. And in fact, they get you pushed up against a wall, just like right inside the doorway.
Your Timothy rubbed his off on you.
It's fine.
No.
So, yeah, you're kind of cornered. You can't get out.
I start giggling.
Unless you get a
Man.
red sash.
Oh, man.
Well, that might give them pause, but
Right.
I know what that means. I'm going to run around the corner.
Right. So, yeah, that's where the side situation is at. Edlund is in trouble. I'm going to write that down so that I do not forget in the excitement. In all the excitement. The front door.
yes.
You two were retreating, was that?
No. I'm doing something entirely different than
Okay.
retreating. I am going to use my command to intimidate, but I'm also going to push myself again to activate not to be trifled with again, but this time for a feat of nearly superhuman strength, where I'm going to pick up one of the gang members that I just killed, or maybe two of them, and just toss them at the oncoming.
So what is your what is your goal with this?
My goal is to make the Red Sashes who are still coming flee.
Okay.
Because they just saw me just like kill a bunch of people by myself. I pick up these two bodies and toss them.
Okay.
By their viscera. I mean, let's be as intimidating as possible.
Sure. Sure. While
Grab their
drinking their
sashes.
blood,
Sure.
just snap their necks and
What's pushing yourself?
Right. You take a stress.
you take a stress.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, it's 2.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I thought pushing yourself. Oh, it does say take 2 stress. All right.
Yeah. Pushing yourself is the one where you give yourself an extra die,
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 stress.
and that costs 2 stress. But you're using it for this other purpose instead.
Right. So, I don't know
which
what kind of
also,
bonus-
by the way, means you can't push yourself on this roll because you have already pushed yourself.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right. But I don't know what kind of bonus that will give me of doing this crazy superhuman feat.
Well, I mean, it basically gives you the opportunity to do it because, like what happened in the side, they're not going to be dissuaded. You killed their leader. They're out for blood. They want your heads on pikes so they can at least parade them around town and let all their other enemies know
right.
that
But
do
they
not
also-
fuck with them.
They just also saw me do terrible things to four
But that's what I'm
people,
saying.
and-
You also did terrible things, and so they're, rethinking it.
Right. So, command?
It's not an impossible task. It's just a...
Command.
Yeah, it's going to be command, and I'm thinking... I'm going to say risky.
Okay.
Great.
Risky, great. All right. What's the devil's bargain?
I'm going to say the devil's bargain would be that you're so busy intimidating them that you don't notice the two that have snuck around from the side and
like gone into the place.
And we'll get inside the building.
How many total are there? Like to gauge whether that's worth it or not.
There's about 6 coming towards you.
So it would get rid of those 6, but there's 2 others that I didn't see.
Right.
Sure.
All right.
Which does what? Just gives me an extra die.
Yep.
A 6. Yeah. I terrified them.
Yeah, so that means you do it. You're able to intimidate them, and they're like, wait, maybe she died because she was dealing with shit she shouldn't have dealt with.
Right.
Vaughn,
Yes.
you see the 2 who came around him.
Okay.
What do you want to see me do?
Right.
Crazy. You're really glad I'm on your side.
So yeah, I mean, you backed up into the building, and then you do see these 2 kind of coming around behind Hamish, and I mean they're gonna be like right in front of the door, pretty much.
All right.
So,
I'll I'll stay to the side of their door where they're not going to see me until they're like right in their way.
Okay.
And then I'll drop my pistols because I'm assuming this is the era where you don't really reload during combat.
Yeah, not really.
And I'll pull my 2 other pistols.
It takes minutes.
Yeah.
And just basically press them to their temples when they come to the side of the door, trying to sneak past Hamish, and pull the triggers.
And pull the trigger.
And pull the triggers.
Okay. I mean, you got in the door. I'm kind of thinking it's controlled.
Okay.
It would be controlled standard, just because again they are tier 2 and
They are.
all that sort of stuff. But
let's see. Five.
okay.
Who's rolling the silver nails this turn?
You are. That's why I freed them up. I mean, that was the point.
I mean, are they the guys that we ruckused with last turn? Are they still up?
No.
Mark?
No, he
Mark.
took him down.
Or was those the people you just went after?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, that was a different group, but
Okay.
yeah.
So these are okay. So that group's down. All right.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean they could have retreated with you into the building. It's kind of up to you.
Okay. Are there any more outside that I could see besides these 2?
No, but you did hear breaking glass, behind you. So
I'll have yeah. I guess I'll have the squad go. Investigate the break-in.
There's more in here.
As I hear that.
Right. Okay. That's fine. So let's see. You got.
And Edlin is laughing hysterically.
Don't go in there then.
Yeah, I'm not going in there, wherever that is.
Right. That's going to go poorly for everyone.
Okay.
That one's coming out unscathed.
So yeah, I mean, 2 guys rush in. I assume you wait until the second guy gets in before you start shooting, because yeah, you get the second guy basically. Like square in the temple, like he just there are brains on the wall.
Okay.
The croissants are ruined.
They were already ruined when these filthy mudbloods touched them. So.
But the first one through the door, he hears the shots and manages to twist. Now you still like get the blast, near him.
Okay.
So he's not like, stabbing you necessarily.
Just disoriented.
But he is, turning towards where someone would be hiding behind a door.
Okay.
And lo and behold, there you are.
Turns out.
Yeah. Turns out. So yeah, you've got one mad red sash.
Okay.
In melee range,
Okay.
as it were. Timothy.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Yes.
red sashes bearing down on you, but you have used Edlin as a shield, and so
You monster.
I feel bad about that.
Do you?
A little bit. So I'm going to reach under the counter and grab a scatter gun.
do you have a scattergun?
We have defenses. Would that not be included?
No, your defenses are more like, traps in the hallways. You've got a lot of flour around, which makes a good explosive. So,
Okay, I'll do that.
So you've got, explosives close at hand, perhaps?
And some
Okay.
poisons and chemicals.
Well, that's in your room. I mean, that's...
If
You
it's in a
don't-
flask,
you
I just throw it at them.
You don't want to mix the poisons in the place that makes food.
Mm-hmm.
You
we're
want
not.
to keep those separate.
I thought we were on the outside. I went out
No,
this way, so it's.
I'm
not
just
part of
saying,
the
as
bakery.
a bakery as a whole, you don't want to keep the poisons out. You want those locked away because
It's just they make one batch out of them. That's what 12 people. More bodies for me.
a baker's dozen of bodies.
No, we cannot have the bakery start suffering.
How about I bust open some cans of flour so that I reduce visibility to 0?
Okay, so you want to,
Fill the room with flour.
Yeah.
that totally works. I don't know what skill that would be. What action would that be?
Correct.
I think that would probably be wreck.
Actually, rec makes a lot of sense.
That
Yeah,
yes.
Yep.
that's what that skill is
Bruce.
for.
I have 0 points in wreck, so
Make it-
So
I do that great at it.
You can push yourself and get a
you
die.
You can push yourself for 2 stress to get 1 die, or you can take a devil's bargain.
What would the devil's bargain be?
I mean, the devil's bargain would be...
Damn, I should have offered a devil's bargain.
The devil's bargain would be that you've... yeah, that's not good enough. That's not good enough.
You can do better.
That was some kind of lame devil's bargain. I'm going to say that you throw your flower bomb just at the same time that you decide to breathe in.
Oh, that's
Oh, no.
that's rough.
So I'd actually say that would be devil's bargain of level 1 harm.
I'll take it.
You breathe,
Okay.
You breathe a little
Close.
fire.
Yeah, you put a lot of work into that. So this is going to be risky with a bonus dice? Is that what...
Yes.
It would be...
Or whatever he says it is. But you
Yeah.
have a bonus die.
Yeah, it's going to be risky
Which-
standard. With
Which will give you a die. Because normally when you roll a 0 dice, you roll 2 dice and you take the crappier one.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just click the scale and then just add your bonus die and it'll do the math.
Okay. Wow.
So I located the flour.
Okay.
It's over there in that corner.
There is flour.
So also you're going to take level 1 harm, so you can choose to resist that if you like
Sure.
from your devil's bargain.
I forget. Is that prowess?
For this type of
Yes.
thing, yeah.
Physical harm is prowess.
Right.
Do-do-do.
Nice.
6.
You got a 6.
Now you
So
roll
you
6.
you're going to take no stress, and you resist that level 1, so you do not take it.
Awesome. Okay.
So you don't end up with a face full of, or a lung full of flour. However, you did roll a 2, which isn't great. And it was, what was it? It was risky, or did I say standard?
It was risky standard.
Risky standard. All right.
It's whiskey standard.
Whiskey.
In the jar.
Whiskey in the jarro.
Okay. So, you manage to, get the flour and get it that way. Yeah, right. You manage to breathe it in a bit. And so now there's a big cloud of flour in front of you, which totally means that you didn't see the Red Sash just charging around Edland right through the cloud of flour. Now he looks kind of scary, like a ghost.
Ooh. We're fighting Ghostface killers.
That's right. And he just, lunges at you.
Oh, no.
Yes. Edland, you are backed up against a wall. There are Red Sashes stabbing you with their knives.
And now there's Ghostface killers. It's just going from bad to worse.
There's a bit of a cloud of flour in the air, although that,
Not a very effective one.
not a very effective one. What are you going to do?
I look at them. As I'm looking at them, I'm just kind of giggling.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen what lightning does?
The frogs?
No, I'm just
The
saying
flesh.
what lightning does. I
Well-
reach under my doctor's coat and bring out my lightning thrower.
Okay. Okay.
And I light them.
Say
All
hello
right.
to my little friend.
So... There's not rules tied to that, are there?
The only things we put on there, it is
Ugh.
unreliable and variable.
Yeah, variable isn't actually a term. It's volatile.
Volatile.
What was the first one?
Unreliable.
Unreliable. See, I think there was a roll involved with that.
That sounds like something that Edlib would make.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Volatile and unreliable.
How do you spell volatile?
VOLATILE.
Can I put some more A's in there?
Okay.
There's only one. Sorry.
I want two.
So
You can.
the way unreliable works is when you use the item, you make a fortune roll using its quality to see how well it performs.
What's its quality?
Isn't that a 2? Or II? Or...
Yeah, you managed to make it pretty high quality.
You spent coin or something. I can't remember what happened.
I believe it was 2. So make that roll first, just to see if it actually works.
So you said it was fortune?
Yeah,
Fortune favors
Number of
the
dice?
bulb.
2. Nice. It works.
Nice.
It works just as you always imagined it would. Now you need to make a roll to see if you actually can hit them.
I thought it was the cone for that purpose.
Well, it will hit multiple. I mean, it'll hit all of them, but
Okay.
it's,
What's I need?
the roll isn't to hit. The roll is to, actually succeed while
Aim
also
it.
avoiding things. I feel like it's desperate. Great.
Well, what's the skill?
Oh, it'd probably be skirmish. Probably. You're in pretty close, is my thinking on that. If you had a bit of room between them, you could probably do hunt instead, since it is a big area of effect weapon.
No, I don't want hunt.
But I think skirmish is your go-to at this point.
It could also be
Give me,
black.
give me the gun and I'll use it with hunt.
I mean,
What?
I could see Rick.
What did you say? What was the position?
Desperate.
Desperate great.
Desperate great?
So you'll get a point no matter what. Just for rolling.
Well, that reminds me. I need to. There we go.
What is the devil's bargain?
That was that. All right.
I mean, it's almost too obvious, right? Your weapon is volatile.
It explodes. A shower of sparks.
Your weapon is volatile, and if you take a devil's bargain, it sure is.
But then, how many stress? Is it 1 or 2 stress?
For what?
If I'm just going to boost it. Or
push myself.
It's if you push yourself, it's 2, and you get 1 die.
I'm going to go ahead and push myself.
Okay.
All right. There you go. It's a great success. I mean, the effect is great.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, you pull out your handy doodad while giggling like a maniac, and flip that switch, and it arcs electricity all down the hall. It knocks the ones that were on you back. So you are no longer trapped up against that wall and can maybe escape from them. But you were way too close. Or actually, they were way too close. And so it just sort of arced from them through their knives back into you.
Well, that makes sense.
It made it unfortunately like formed a loop.
Right. Pretty much.
But what about the Indian rubber boots I'm wearing?
I mean, those helped, obviously, right?
I mean, your feet will be okay.
Yeah, you ground out, but still. Yeah, so you're actually going to take level 2 harm of electrocuted. You may choose to resist if you like.
I'm going to try to resist.
All right.
Prowess? Resolve? Insight?
I could see resolve actually in this case.
Okay.
Although,
how about insight?
Nope.
I'm using my intellect to figure out a way out of that.
Nope.
I know how electricity works.
Yes, you do. That's not really the issue, though. The issue is you're being electrocuted.
Sure, but how does willpower help against that?
So that you don't pass out and pee yourself and make it worse?
I don't care about peeing.
No, you actually do when you're being electrocuted. It would hurt way worse.
Well, there's my roll.
Okay. So you take 2 stress, and you reduce it down to 1. Level 1 harm.
Okay.
But you do manage to electrocute them. They're not dead, but they are not in any sort of position to continue a fight. So you could actually, get the door shut and that sort of thing if you wanted to at this point. Now, there is the issue of there is still a Red Sash inside with you because he leaped past you and went right for Timothy. Mm-hmm. But you could turn around and get them both. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't throw you to the wolves, so
he did.
I just feel like.
Yeah.
He's just over there slinging flour around.
Here's the thing. Edlin does not care about that because that was Edlin's first thought.
I was going to say, Edlin was going to whip out his area of effect weapon and hose the place down anyway. So.
That's why I got behind him.
Right. All right. So, front of the building, Jim.
Yeah, everyone else has run off now, right?
Everyone has run off. Okay. Well, let me correct that. The group that you were, that was running towards you has stopped and has not retreated, but they're kind of been like, oh, okay.
Oh, well, if they're actually going to stay, I use their moment of paralysis to murder them.
No, I mean, they stopped like not a block, but they were running towards the building. They're not close,
Okay.
but they were definitely coming to join the fray. And now they're like, maybe he's got a good point. So there's no like other combatants necessarily coming out front.
Okay.
However, you did miss those two guys that ran past you, so you probably don't know about them.
Right.
And there was the breaking glass behind you too, but
there was breaking glass behind me.
Also there's this weird electrical arcing noise, like a lightsaber.
Oh.
Well, I mean it's the part when they connect to each other, the noise.
And some cooking ham.
And some delightful cooked ham. They go with your breakfast croissant.
It's not unusual. Those are our special Thunder Buns.
Mark!
We serve them on Thursdays.
Mark, I'm going to do something weird. The people down the street, I'm going to be like, if you actually like to learn how to fight, there are openings in our gang. They just saw me, like, destroy a bunch of their people.
I like it.
So, command, like...
I approve.
Yeah, command.
Yeah, because I'm trying to, like, be...
Channel your inner Timothy.
I'm not, like, being all nice about it or really...
Okay.
I'm trying to command their respect. That's kind of how I see it.
Okay. I'm going to say that is probably... I mean, you're exploiting an advantage, so I'm thinking that's controlled,
Okay.
but it's going to be controlled limited.
Okay, so I could up that to risky?
You can make it risky standard.
Okay. Meaning I have to actually approach them?
Yeah. I mean, that would be basically it. In order to make it risky, you would have to be a lot closer to them.
Okay. What's the devil's bargain?
I think the devil's bargain would be that more of them come in behind you, and they will cut you off from getting back to the bakery.
But if I succeed, they'll be convinced?
Well, it's limited, so they would...
No, it's standard. I'm going risky.
If you're going with standard, I mean, it would be... They're not going to join you, like right here.
Okay.
But they wouldn't attack you.
How can I up that again?
You can't.
Okay.
You can pretty much just go 1, and that's it. It's just not very likely that you're going to convince an elite group of fighting people who have trained together for years to suddenly abandon their training and join you.
No, but I did impress them.
No, they're not going to attack you.
Right.
But you're not going to necessarily convince them to join you in this single instance.
How does getting a trauma work?
It's when you fill out your stress.
Okay, and is it a random trauma?
No, you choose. But if you feel your stress, you are taken out of the conflict.
Oh, okay.
And then you get a trauma.
Right, that's not going to work for me.
Yeah, you're done if you stress out.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
it doesn't necessarily mean you're dead. I mean, it can mean that, depending on the circumstances, but it does mean you're out of whatever the conflict is.
Okay. What about sort of using the intimidating weapon, but it's more like the fact that I have their leader sash and they just saw what I did to their gang.
I was actually including that in
that
why they're even
here.
Yeah, I was including that just because
Okay.
they wouldn't necessarily be intimidated. Anyway, I mean, they have good reason to be intimidated by you, but
Find their leader and challenge them. Somebody's got to be leading this gang.
Well, that's the next deal.
So, Mark, quick update. We're over an hour.
I figured.
How do I re-roll that?
You cannot.
Okay.
Really, the only thing you can do in this game is get more dice.
Okay. So that is not a success.
It certainly isn't. And let's
So
see.
they're still considering joining the fight, but
you got risky, right?
yeah, which just means I went closer to them.
Yeah, and
I still succeeded on my last roll to intimidate them, but
did you didn't take the devil's bargain, or you did?
I didn't.
Okay,
No.
so
That's why it was only 2 dice, because I would have rolled 3.
okay.
Well, they didn't surround me. I've just come to now if they decide to actually attack me.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you're just going to have reduced effect. Like, they're not. I mean, they were intimidated, previously to not attack you, and then you stride towards them and bark out that they should join you or whatever. And they're kind of like, and they're watching you. They're not attacking you, but they're also like, why would we? What?
Okay.
And so they're kind of, they've got their knives. They're kind of like, you just walked out to our group. We can just start stabbing.
Except for they did see what I did to the last people.
Yeah, that's your reduced effect, though. You didn't really intimidate them.
Right.
Not that.
They're like whatever.
No, my intimidation
our boss
was great
did better.
effect.
No, I mean your current role was
Yes,
you didn't intimidate them into
Correct.
Yeah.
Joining me or whatever. Yeah, sure. Okay.
All right. So, Vaughn,
Yes.
there is a red sash, and he has turned towards you, and he is swinging a sword.
All right.
What do you do?
I'm going to step into the swing because we have to be pretty close to each other to try and get his forearm along my side so the sword won't hit me.
Okay.
And I'll drop my pistols, pull my knife, and try to get him up under the sternum.
Okay. Skirmish, I'm assuming?
That works for me.
Yeah. And I'm going to say your last roll was... Okay, so risky, standard? Yeah.
Okay.
You're not in a desperate position yet.
Five.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, you do manage to stab him and get his arm kind of, away so that you don't get stabbed in return.
Okay.
But as he's, moving in and you get his arm, he actually does an elbow nudge on the door.
Okay.
And kind of slams the door so it hits you.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not damaging or nothing,
sure.
But it, throws you off.
Okay.
And so, you're essentially wrestling with him at this point.
Okay.
You do stab him, but you are now in a desperate position.
Okay.
So your next roll will be desperate. Yeah, and then we will break there.
All right.
Okay.
We'll return to the side room and find out what's happening.
Sweet.
Yeah.